What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. I'm gonna tell you a story today. I'm gonna tell you how I got scammed by E.Dean Cole from Dean Cole Financial, but I still walked away intact with my holding company. This is how it went down. Back in 2019, I was just doing my Uber and Lyft thing, focused on just Uber and Lyft, just driving. But I managed to pull off getting the EIDL grant as well as the loan. I got like $17,500 plus the $1,000 on the grant, which is supposed to be more, supposed to be coming. The smart thing I knew one thing I had to do was hurry up, put some money down on repairing my credit. So I did that. Paid a company to work on my credit. Nobody realized that the impact on COVID was going to be this severe. And even in the credit repair world, it's moving super slow. People are trying to sue TransUnion and the other credit bureaus, and it's crazy right now because COVID just slowed down all the mail, which they tell you is the smartest way when you're doing credit repair. There are some ways you could do it online, but I was going to the advice of my credit repair company, and they just, send letters. So it's been a disaster. The credit repair is moving smooth. It's crazy how on my personal credit, I was able to get some personal credit lines for people that have lower credit scores. And I'll be putting those on the channel. But back to the story with Dean, I just wanted to pay a company while I'm doing my personal credit to just set up my holding company. Because you got to understand at this time, even though I knew how to set up entities, I didn't know about the holding company, corporate credit. I knew about corporate credit a little bit, but not as much. So I'm just thinking I'm doing a good thing by just paying this company real quick, the whole corporate build out, they call it. Dean Cole Financial, E.Dean Cole. He has a YouTube channel. I paid him. And guys, all he did was set up my holding company, my entity. He didn't even do it himself. He had some kid over the phone, did a half-ass holding company for me. But going forward, I checked everything out. The holding company is 100% legal. But he scammed me because it was supposed to be a whole corporate build out. He's supposed to apply for the corporate credit for my company after a setup. They did the DUNS number wrong. I had to rectify that. It's like I have the knowledge of the stuff, but I was trying to focus on my Uber and Lyft just driving because I was paying the bill. Now I had to come back because of COVID. I'm not driving, so I'm focused on this side of the business, which is online courses, my YouTube channel. So now I'm more focused on the corporate credit building. And in my whole journey, after Dean Cole scammed me, and I started learning. I started recently getting in contact with this real estate CPA agency, and I've been learning a lot of game. So now that I learned everything, basically that Dean was supposedly to offer to people and scam people, just took their money. You can't prosecute him because he's in the DR, Dominican Republic, over there building some restaurant, praising God, and go check out his channel, quoting Bible scriptures and scamming people. E.Dean Cole on YouTube. Dean Cole Financial is a scammer. And if they make me take down this video, you'll know why. Hopefully most of you will watch it before they try to make me take it down. If he complains, they'll make me take the video down because I'm going to title it, his name, everything. I'm even going to use the picture for this video. I'm going to put a picture of him. So they may make me take the video down. So hopefully most of you will see it before they pull it down. But I want the word to get out because I don't want people to associate people like him with people like me that's really helping you try to get corporate credit. You know, I work with Ztegrity. They offer their stuff, but I also now have the ability to structure holding companies, build you the ultimate holding company scenario, you know, which is at least, you know, one holding company, 3 baby companies under it. I'm doing this stuff myself. If you walk with me through this journey, you'll see me post the personal cards, business cards, and you'll see how I build out my holding company structure. But the one thing I did make sure, Dean, when he went in and set up my holding company, they did that right. I went back, I checked guys just to make sure all that was legal. I have the legal structure. But now I have 2 law firms. I found another CPA law firm that I also could use for you guys as my clients. So I will be 100% doing this stuff with you guys legal if you come to me for help, because I will be sending you for the law firm to initially set up your entity. So if you have any complaints, it'll be with the law firm, and I'm not gonna scam you like Dean Cole did. I'm gonna actually work with you, and you're gonna actually build out your own corporate credit. So there will be no need for you to say anybody got scammed, and you will actually have an ironclad holding company set up and fully funded with corporate credit as I walk you through the steps. Because now I learned the fintech bank game. You know, there's certain ways you can position your money so it looks good and builds your corporate credit faster. The best SIC code. This is all the stuff I'm learning. And no, it's not just from Glendon Cameron. Glendon Cameron has given me a lot of knowledge. Shout out to Glendon Cameron, Savage Finance, Hustlers Kung Fu. He's got a lot of game, but Glendon is not on the game that I am with the anonymity. Glendon will tell you just set up a holding company in your state and be done with it and just have your structure. That's not good enough. That's not good enough, guys. You want an ironclad holding company. You want a true ironclad holding company. Not that garbage that Dean Cole was pumping. You want it to have the anonymity where nobody even knows you're the owner of this company. And I checked my holding company. When I went to look it up, they couldn't even see my name as the owner in Wyoming, Secretary of State, because that's how Wyoming sets up your structures. And this is going to be part of the game. You structure it in Wyoming as your holding company, and then some other things you will do. You will like have operating companies in your state. But this is the true ironclad holding company you will build, and I will walk you through the steps to build your own corporate credit, of course for a fee, but you won't feel cheated or scammed because I'm walking you with me. You're doing this, you're doing that. So you actually have the knowledge after working with me to do this yourself. Put up your own YouTube channel, offer these same services to other people because I'm showing you how you do it. And yes, I made a lot of mistakes in the past. I used to have a brick and mortar cell phone store for about 3 years. It did not survive, but I managed to stick it out for 3 years. But you got to learn mistakes in order to learn. You got to have mistakes to learn. And that's what the mistakes that I made, I don't want you guys to make. So I'm going to help walk you through the process of not only building your holding company, but building the corporate credit behind it. And that corporate credit could be used to fund your future operating companies under it. That's what I'm doing here now. I also have a holding company course. It's going to walk you through some strategies and some setup processes, like where should you open your bank account, and the whole process behind that, you know. So it's a basic course. It's just not going to answer all your questions, but it's going to give you the basic structure, setup on what direction you want to go, what do you want to do, and then also you get a free call to call me and ask questions with the course. I usually charge that a separate price. They usually charge $49 to get me on the phone, but that's included with the course. You pay the $49 entry-level price for the holding company course, and then you call me for free. So that's how we're going to be doing this. And I'm not going to pretend I have all the answers, but the particular law firm that I picked or chose to help me with you guys are what I call strategists. And they're not just the typical law firm you walk in or typical accountants. You walk in their office and they just ask you direct questions. These guys will tell you these same strategies that I'm giving to you. They will tell you these same strategies, but not with the corporate credit building. But they will tell you how to position your holding company right, your living trust right. You know, they will tell you how to structure this stuff when needed. But I know how to do this new style of corporate credit building. D&B is not needed. And in a lot of cases, your Social Security will not be needed because we're going to back this credit backed on your business. You got to go through a learning process because you got to learn how to not abuse this corporate credit once you get it. That's going to be a journey that I may have to charge more for if I feel like you're inexperienced with handling money, if that makes sense. But it's going to be a journey, and I'm willing to do it with you guys for a reasonable fee. All my information is below. The company I work with that could get you a large amount of funding is called Zetegrity. You might want to check them out. And looking forward to working with some of you guys. If you're already in Zetegrity, you still need the holding company because Zetegrity is going to put you in a C Corp, and it's not going to have the anonymity that I talk about on this channel. So you need a separate holding company that's going to control your assets, separate from the C Corp that Zetegrity's building out for you just for the purposes of corporate credit. I'm open for questions. You guys hit me up anytime. You know, information is below. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will catch you guys in the next one.